Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn CrossCountry Mortgage, and yes, I am the Lone Ranger. Thank you so much for tuning in on this beautiful weekend. I appreciate it very, very much. If you're in Tampa right now, you can call me at 813-213-4009. If you're in the Orlando area, all the way up to St. Augustine, my cell phone number is 407-706-3313, or you can go directly to my website and apply for a mortgage at WeBringYouHome.com. We will only do a soft credit pull. The only time I got to do a hard credit pull on somebody is if they want an approval on an FHA loan. FHA does not allow soft pulls, but for everybody else, it's a soft credit pull to get things started. Why don't you want to know the numbers before somebody pulls your credit? Wouldn't you like that? That's the way we operate over here. Just ask us, make sure you want the soft pull, and we'll take care of that for you. We'll run all the numbers. You'll know what your payments are, your cash to close, what all your loan options are. If you're looking for down payment assistance or some other type of help, we'll help you with it. If you're looking for a real estate agent, listen to this, folks. Most of you are not very good at selecting your real estate agent. Believe me, I work with realtors every day of the week. And most of you pick somebody that you know, or you pick a sign that you saw in the front yard of a house that you liked, and then you start working with that agent. How do you know how good they are? How do you know how good of a negotiator they are? Maybe they're nice. A lot of realtors are very nice, but are they good? Most of them not. How do you find a good one? You call the Lone Ranger. Why? I've been in the business for 35 years. I've closed tens of thousands of loan transactions. I know the good realtors and the not so good realtors in your area. Now, you want a realtor to help you sell your home or buy a home? I'll connect you with somebody that will take great care of you, that has been personally vetted by me, the Lone Ranger. That's right, personally vetted. Now, do they pay me for me to refer you to them? Not one red cent. Not one red cent. Why do I do it? Because it's easier for me when I know you have a good real estate agent. And you don't know a good one from a bad one until you have a bad one. And most of the time, it's from somebody that you know or a friend. Believe me, they're horrible. They're horrible. They don't know what they're doing. They honestly don't know what they're doing. So when I refer you to somebody, that real estate agent will give you 25% of their commission back so you can use it towards closing costs or escrows. It makes no sense for you to choose your own agent. Allow me to help you. I'll save you thousands. You can get up to $10,000 in a credit. Why not do it? The Lone Ranger, WeBringYouHome.com. Now, I won't refer you to an agent until you're fully approved with your financing. Fully approved. Now, if you're a seller, that's a different story. But if you're a buyer, I want to know that you are positioned as closely to a cash buyer as you can possibly be. Ask about my FastTrack loan program. That's not a pre-approval. That's a full loan approval. I can close in as little as 10 days with a FastTrack approval. And I guarantee you, you will negotiate a better deal when you're buying a home when you're fast-tracked. Why? Because I guarantee the seller that I'll close on time or as little as 10 days, or I'll pay their seller up to $500 a day. Will Rocket do that? No. Will your SunTrust do that? No. Will Wells Fargo do that? No. Will Bank of America do that? No. Will anybody else out there do that? Heck, no, they won't. They won't because they don't trust their own pre-approval. But when you're pre-approved and you go through my FastTrack program, the loan's already done. The underwriter's already underwritten a loan. The only thing I'm waiting for is a contract and an appraisal and the title work. That's it. I can close in 10 days. Call the Lone Ranger. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. Why use me? People ask me that. Why use me? There's several reasons. First of all, I've got the experience, and I think my team is so dialed in on the process that it'll blow you away with the level of service you get. But that's not what's most important to most people. If I ask 10 people, what's the most important thing that you get when it comes to a mortgage, they're all going to answer the same way: rate, or fees, or points. That's what they're going to say. So I'm a direct lender. I'm the largest retail lender in the country. My buying power is bigger than any other lender in the country. Our rates are phenomenal, and we don't charge high loan fees. We'll let you pick from options. all kinds of options. But since I'm a direct lender, there's no middleman involved. Don't go to a mortgage broker that's going to charge you a brokerage fee and then come to somebody like me to do the loan. Just go directly to me. It's easy. WeBringYouHome.com. All right, I want to skip over into self-employed. So I'm telling you, I've been self-employed almost my whole life, almost my entire life, even one of my very first jobs. So I know what it's like to be self-employed. I know it's not all what it's cracked up to be. Sometimes it can be a real headache, and sometimes it can be very lucrative, but you get a little bit of each. The problem is that a lot of self-employed people are writing off so much of their income that they can't qualify for traditional financing. I know who you are. You're driving around in your F-150 or your Mercedes-Benz. You make good money. You got good credit. You got cash in the bank, but you have what's called a creative accountant. I know what that means. You're writing everything off. So I had a client recently say to me, yeah, I really gross about 500 grand, but I only show about $80,000 in income. And it was actually less than 80,000 when I got to the tax returns. So he wanted to buy an $800,000 house, didn't qualify for it, wasn't showing enough money, went to his bank, went to Chase, went to Bank of America, went to Wells Fargo, went to an online lender. They were jacking him around, came to me. I said, look it, I got a great program for you. I'll put you through my bank statement program. And he looked at that and he went, yeah, but the rate's about a point to a point and a quarter higher than what traditional rates are running. I'm like, yeah, but let's do the math. You made 500 grand, but you only reported 80. So you avoided paying taxes on about $420,000. Is that correct? And what tax bracket would you be in at $420,000 or $500,000? 25% tax bracket. So in other words, you only paid about $20,000 in taxes, but you would have paid $140,000 in taxes. Am I clear? Yes. Okay. Let's see how much interest that you're going to pay on this mortgage that I'm going to provide for you that's over and above the interest you would pay if you reported 500 grand in income. You know how much it was? About $4,600 a year. $4,600 a year. So I said, okay, would you rather pay the IRS the extra 125 grand or pay an extra $4,600 a year in interest? He said, it's a no-brainer, Bruce. Let's do it. So very popular program. My DSCRs for investors, my bank statement program for self-employed people. It's easy. 12 months bank statements. Send them all to me, your business bank statements. I'll add up all the deposits. I'll give you 50% of the deposits that you're putting into your bank account. And then we've got self-employed 1099. Now, a lot of people that are 1099, they don't understand they're really self-employed. Hey, you're self-employed. And lenders will treat you the same as self-employed. So you have to have a 2-year history. You got to bring in your tax returns. I know you're writing off all your 1099 income. I know what you're doing. So leave your tax returns at home. Bring me your 1099 and your bank statements. We'll look at them. I have a 1099 program, folks. I'll use 90% of your 1099 as income. Now, I guarantee you're writing off more than 10%. So you just call the loan arranger, 813-213-4009 or 407-706-3313, or go to my website at WeBringYouHome.com and get started with your application. Soft credit report, no hard credit pull. It's easy. Make sure your credit's not frozen. All right, moving right along. Let's talk about credit, okay? Listen, here's the thing. I see so many mistakes that people make when it comes to their credit. Smart people too. You make a lot of mistakes. So maybe you're one of those people that wonder why your credit score is, say, 730 instead of 780 because you pay all your bills on time. Matter of fact, you pay your credit cards off zero every month. So here's the problem that some of those folks have. They charge their credit up and then they pay it off. Well, if you add, say, a $10,000 limit and you just charge $7,000 on your card, well, you're using 70% of the available limit, even though you're paying it zero at the end of the month. What day does that creditor report to the bureaus? Probably close to the day you were at $7,000. That's right. So now it reads you as being 70%. Then you pay it to zero. So guess what? If your credit is if your all your debts are at zero, those creditors don't have to report to the bureaus. So you're not getting the benefit of having a zero. So for many of you that are trying to build your credit, I'm going to instruct you as to what to keep on your credit card as an amount so that you get the maximum amount of credit improvement possible. Now, here's some other things that people do. They try to fix their own credit. All of you that try to fix your own credit, good for you. You are going to do more damage than good. And then many of you hire a company and you pay $100 a month, $100 to enroll. I've seen some people pay $1,500 for credit repair. Listen, 99 and 9/10% of them, they're scams. They don't know what they're doing. You know what they're going to do? They're going to go through all your derogatory accounts and dispute them. That's what they're going to do. And you know what that does? Eliminates you from getting a mortgage, because you can't get a mortgage with disputes on your credit, because the dispute keeps that derogatory credit out of your score. So Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and HUD won't do mortgages with people that have disputes. So don't do that. Let me show you how to fix it. The other thing is, people think, oh, if I just pay off all this old bad debt, it'll improve my credit. No, it'll make it worse. It'll make it worse. Let the professionals help you. I don't even charge you for credit repair. I don't even charge you for it. And if you are so bad that your credit sucked so bad and I had to send you to a credit repair company, it would be one that I've seriously vetted. And there ain't many around that I refer to. There's 3 that I like, and that's it. So if that's what you need, let me help you first. We run detailed credit analyzers so we know exactly how much you should pay down on a debt, whether you should open a card, whether you should close a card, whether you should pay off a collection or leave it alone. We're going to tell you what to do. That's what I do here to help you. Do I get paid for that? Hell no, I don't get paid for that. Are you going to pay me for that? No, you don't pay me for that. I do it so I can earn your trust in your business. That's why I do it. 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com, 813-213-4009. So don't dispute things on your credit. Don't pay off old collections. Don't close credit cards, particularly you have a credit card you've had for 15 years, and even if the interest rate is 35%, don't close it, whatever you do. Keep a $5 balance on it. That's giving you the best possible credit. And then don't ever make payments on a bad debt. They show you late every month and in arrears. It hurts your credit. So those are some minor tips that I have to help you keep your credit score high. But for all of you that are trying to build credit, don't do it yourself. Let me help you. I'll run the analyzers for you. All you got to do is call the loan arranger right here, Bruce Woodburn CrossCountry Mortgage. I've been in the business for 35 years. I've closed tens of thousands of transactions, and I'm still here to help you. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009 or go to WeBringYouHome.com. Register for my class on September 18th at 6:30 in Maitland. It's my Leapfrog Wealth Building, how to buy a home and accumulate wealth with owning real estate. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll share with you my mistakes. I'll share with you my successes. I'm going to lay out a game plan for you. So if you or somebody you know wants to be an investor in real estate or looking to buy their first home, you will not want to miss this class. Listen, it's $20 to get in, $25 per couple. No kids, please. But make sure if you register, you show up, because I only have 30 seats available in this venue. Sam Sneed's in Maitland. All right. I got just a second. I want to talk about Southern Homes down in Lakeland, Frostproof, Bartow, Avon Park, Babson Park. This is the best builder in that area, bar none. I guarantee you they'll pay all your closing costs. They'll do rate buy downs. Their homes start in the mid 200s and go up to the 800s. But boy, can you buy affordable homes. Their average price is ranging about $325,000. Call the loan arranger. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I want to talk about additionally about self-employed people, and I do want to get into what the Fed is doing with the new Fed rate and how that'll impact you. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.